Everybody, how's it going? Today we're playing Tale of Scourge, which is the new big Chinese custom game that was added recently to the arcade. And we're going to start out this game by pausing. By pausing. There we go, we paused. Very good. So this is kind of a horde mode. It has some unique elements to it. We're gonna get into that in a second, but there's a lot on the screen already, and I need to explain some stuff before we can really get into it. Now you can see here this game is quite popular. It currently has 12,000 people playing it, which makes it, as of time of recording, the 5th most played in the game in the arcade, although I think it's going to start overtaking Dawn of War very soon. Keep in mind, this game hasn't been out for that long. It's been out for 2 days, and this most popular is based on the week. So realistically speaking, this is probably either the most popular or the second most popular game right now. Probably the second most popular. I don't think it's more popular than Auto Chess. Now, it is originally Chinese, and it does have an English translation, although the English translation is kind of whack, but you kind of get it. Like, it's fine. Like, you kind of understand it. Anyway, so that's the core thing, right? Now, some people are already asking, is this Archer Master? It is kind of similar-ish, but not really. Like, it doesn't have the same elements as Archer Master in a lot of places, but it just kind of has a lot of the same energy. So how does this game mode work? You start out with a character. So I have Sniper here, and then we've got a Viper up there, and a Phantom Assassin, and a Gyrocopter. Each character has an inbuilt passive ability and this jumping ability, which is just kind of like a little blink, except it doesn't actually blink you, it just kind of leaps to a location. And then you have 3 ability slots, which as you go through the game, enemies will drop stuff, and you can pick up that stuff and then turn that into abilities, which is pretty nice. You already have 2 items equipped. You have this right here, the Heart of Tier 1 Energy, which gives you a bunch of stats. You can upgrade this. It costs 1,000 gold to upgrade, and it provides you a whole bunch of stuff, right? It gives you a bit of lifesteal, it gives you a bit of damage, a bunch of stats, some HP. It gives you a chance to do an AoE damage. It gives you life recovery, movement speed. Like, it just gives you everything. That's what it does. And you can upgrade this as you go through. And honestly, upgrading this is kind of like the most important thing you're gonna do. Like, that's like the main thing you're trying to achieve, getting as much of this as possible. Now, to do that though, you need to make a lot of money. And to make a lot of money, you need to keep up in power with all of the creeps that are gonna be spawning. Now, this game mode moves incredibly quickly again, so that's why I'm doing a lot of this explaining in the pause, because there's a few more elements that I really need to bring up. So you can see here we have this mystery potion. This is something that just heals us. It has a cooldown, we can spam this. There's F2 and F3. F3 spawns a little creep that we can kill that gives us money, and F2 gives us some money and some stuff. These things have no downside, and we just want to spam them as much as possible. There's F4. F4 picks up everything around us and sells everything that, you know, can be sold. Except for like a few specific items that it will not sell. So what's important about this is that you kind of can use this to, you know, spam, like to pick stuff up really quickly, but you should be careful with spamming it because you might accidentally destroy something you need. So especially in the early game, this is not something you want to just like spam a lot. Then we have the warehouse. This is where you can put items. You can put items in your personal warehouse or in the public warehouse. So this is basically a shared drive. If I pick up an item and I don't want it, but I think it might be useful to my team, I can put it in here and then my team will have it, which is really useful. You can see up here, we're going to pick up treasures. This is very similar to Archer Master, where we pick up an item and we activate it, and then it gives us a permanent buff. These buffs are way less interesting than they are in Archer Master, sadly. So, but you know what? That's fine, right? It's not really so much about that. You get more interesting elements from the abilities we're going to acquire. Finally, there's a shop here. We're going to talk about that when we get to it. And then we can go up here. These are the Lord Challenges. So what these do is they let us summon bosses, which will drop items. And items usually come in a set of 3. So if I have a full set of items, then I will get some additional bonuses. What's important here is that the way this is structured is that the level 1 lord of each tier always drops a singular item, this guy drops 2, and this guy drops 3. However, with this third one, they're all of the same set. So if you want a full set of items to get a bonus, you want to get a level 3 kill as soon as possible. Anyway, that's kind of it. That's how this game works. Again, usually I like explaining this kind of stuff as we are playing, but you will see in a second that this stuff moves very quickly because you really need to be very, very quick about it. Because you want to kill these things as quickly as you can, because it just lets you snowball and build into the bigger stuff quicker. So you can see, for example, I just took down 3 kind of boss enemies before the match even started. That's because they are really valuable that way. So this right here is an ability. We don't really want this, so we're going to sell this. This is another ability. We're going to put this into the public drive because it is quite useful. These right here in general are very powerful, but our hero is more of a right clicker. We've got a lot of attack range and we got a lot of attack power. So we want to be utilizing that if possible. We want to upgrade this first. At least that's my current strategy. Whether or not it's a good strategy, I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I'm sticking with for now. What upgrading that does is it just gives us more and more power, and then we can start spamming these lords, which is very useful. Up here you have these random missions. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I haven't quite figured out what they do yet. Look, this is not gonna be the most complete overview, because keep in mind, a bunch of this is just in Chinese, which makes things a little bit difficult. Alright, but I'm trying my best. But yeah, there's these random missions where you can get stuff, I guess. So we just got a Junior Lord Summoning Horn level 2 from our F2, which is nice because that just kind of gives us a chance to spawn an enemy, which is very good because we are looking to spawn those if we can to get some additional items here. So then we go ahead and take this guy down first though. And ideally I would also like to find some actual abilities. So having abilities does matter. I wonder if anybody else has gotten anything that might be useful for me. Alright. We'll grab these and... wait, not drop them. Ah, Chaos Strike. Very good. I want to... can I not sell these? Alright. Alright, I guess I can't sell them. They just released the patch before this game, and you used to be able to sell them. So that was kind of what I was going for, but oh well. Anyway, we're gonna take this guy down now. So we just got ourselves a critical strike, which is nice. I mean, it's not the most important thing, but we'll take it. I do not want that ability. I find that ability to be quite horrible. And here's our Summoning Horn. So we'll use this. Be a bit careful with it. And now we've gotten ourselves a Frost Undead Necklace. Right, and this is an item that just gives us some stats and some other effects. And you can see here, if we have a bracelet and a ring and a necklace, then we get a boost, which is nice. I think we just got our first treasure, so this is something that will provide us with some nice permanent benefits. And we got, yeah, we got some more stuff. Sadly, it's not off the same set, but that's okay. Right now, we are happy to just get anything. Oh, we can get 50,000 gold to spawn that. That's maybe a bit too much right now. We don't really want to do that. So let's kill this guy. So what's important about killing this fella is that it will actually drop a full set of stuff. So you can see here we got Frost Undead Necklace, Frost Undead Ring, and Frost Undead Bracelet. And having all three, if we equip all of them, you can see now we have this Frost Undead set bonus. And that's a lot of power. Let me go ahead and spawn you. Again, we want to prioritize taking these fellas down because they give us a pretty significant boost and are quite expensive. So if we can get it early, then that's good. Hey, Glacian! Quite old. Like, we did that in Heroes of New Earth already. Quite old. Alright, we'll get rid of this. There's a treasure. Very good. Let's take this. Get 2 more treasures. Thank you very much. And let's get experience treasure. That levels us up a bit. Every death will increase all the attributes of the current level times 3. That's not so good. I'm gonna get plus 300 into all of my attributes instead. So, we are already at the point where we can consider maybe going for the next level of stuff. So we can go for these intermediate lords. I do need to keep spamming F2 and F3. which is, again, that's kind of the tricky part. Like, there's a lot going on there. Intermediate horn. Alright, what level was this? Did I accidentally summon something really scary? Alright, we'll try to keep our distance here. If you die, nothing happens. So the way you lose this game is you see up there as a monster count. If that reaches 140, we have 10 seconds to get it below 140. And if we don't, then we lose. Which is a pretty standard method of determining a loss in this game. Oh, wow. That was a level 3 already. Cool. So we have a full set of the next level. So you can see we are quite strong just because of that. Let's get ourselves another treasure. We'll grab ourselves this. This gives us a whole bunch of extra gold, which is nice. Activate here. Life Burst. This is not a very good one for us. I'm not very enthusiastic about this. Let's farm up 100,000 gold because that's what we need to level this up again. And I'm still kind of looking for some good abilities. So in particular, I'm looking for 2 spells. One of them looks like searing arrows and one of them looks like Greater Bash. Sorry, I forgot what it was called for a second there. And those are very, very good for us because they provide us with some nice benefits. Alright, this is all useless at this stage. And we can get ourselves some more experience. I'm leveling up experience because that levels up this, and this is actually a very, very powerful ability. Definitely worth prioritizing as well. Now, this game goes until you've beaten, I believe, 20 waves. Right? That's the final boss on wave 20. And if you beat that guy, then you win. There's a bunch of difficulty levels. We're currently playing on difficulty level 1, which so far, after playing for about 3 hours, we have beaten once. So, game is hard. Game is hard. We can do an intermediate lord summoning. Now, with these bosses, something that's important is they have a timer and an HP bar. That works pretty much exactly the same way it works for the other enemies. Oh, is that the hill giant? Oh, hello. So you gotta kill them, of course, but if their timer runs out, then you lose. Alright, cool. We killed the boss. No big deal. I mean, we're quite powerful already, so that feels good. And next up on our list is actually just a High Lord. High Lords are quite strong, so it might even make sense to make sure our team is fully decked out. So you have purple, you're still on blue. Alright, let's go and help out a bit. Right, and this is actually something you really want to be able to, do. Wait, what level is this? That guy is scary. Can somebody go a bit overzealous here and like summon something? Is this a High Lord? No, this is probably not a High Lord. I'm just kind of getting a little unlucky with my procs. Alright, I'm gonna take this guy down. Oh, I'm out of mana. Ah! Ah, we'll be okay. We can just take it. Yes. There is your stuff. Pick up your stuff, my friend. In fact, I think actually we are also better off. Instead of immediately going for the next level of enemy, it's just, let's just make sure we actually have some nice equipment here. So, because I think, honestly speaking, what we have right now, the Earth Pulse, it's not a bad item set, it's just centered around tanking. And you don't know that because, you know, you haven't been playing, but like, I can just tell you, it's more centered around tanking. We don't really have time to read it because we don't really have time for anything. Earth Pulse, more Earth Pulse. That's fine, we'll pick this up and we'll yeet that in here. In case anybody needs it. Okay. We have experience bonus plus 3. Yeah, we'll... Oh, I should have gotten the dragon gun. Ah, oh well. I like having the experience bonus in case you can't tell. Alright, so I think it's time. I'm just gonna like actually summon a High Lord here. So these guys are really scary. They have really powerful abilities and they're just strong. They're just strong. But they kind of give us access to the next tier of item. Which is still purple, by the way. It's a little confusing. I don't know why they didn't change the color for it. But it's still purple. Oh, Aquaman's Pennant. That's one of the best ones. Very happy about that. Now we'll grab this and then activate these, which just give us some stats. Activate here for mana. Oh, finally. Ah, this is what I was looking for. Alright, we have another ability. These abilities are pretty important. So I'm just kind of looking for the right ones. Hey, this seems to be pretty good as well. So I'm gonna grab this as well. Alright, there we go. Not what I was originally looking for, but hey, these abilities, now we have this like shockwave type thing, which doesn't seem too bad, does it? Oh, F2 and F3. Yes, sorry, chat. Oh my god. Yeah, we need to F2 and F3. This is something that's like just kind of an ongoing thing. F2, F3 as much as possible. So Aquaman's Pennant is actually very nice. It's got a pretty sick synergy with a bunch of stuff, but I'm gonna summon a level 3 of the tier 3 now. Or like the third of the tier 3. Because as I already mentioned, that gives us a pretty good chance at getting, well, not a pretty good chance, a guaranteed chance at getting a full set. And the full sets have very significant bonuses. And honestly, our hero is very good at killing bosses. Like, this is definitely not a luxury you have with every hero. But just kind of like bouncing around like this. There are melee heroes, so not every hero can do this, but hey, we can, so we might as well use it, right? Although I am out of mana now. Okay. Alright, bounce out of there, thank you. We need just a few more hits. And we got what? Heartache Farewell. The loneliness of life and the end of life. Well, that's kind of depressing, isn't it? Alright, so we have this full set now. What does it do? It gives us plus 50 into all attributes for each of them. Each have a passive effect, and set effect passive all attributes of friendly hero units within 1500 yards plus 450. Skill damage level plus 2, passive every 20 normal attacks will reduce target's maximum HP by 2%, upper limit up to 5 times. Alright. Nothing too crazy, but also you can see that, I mean, obviously this is pretty good, right? It gives us way more stats than what we had before. I think a total of plus 600 now. So we feel a lot stronger. And that's good. So let's go ahead and get this. We'll get a money bonus, sure, and activate this right here. 1500 into all attributes. Alright, very good. And I'm gonna try another High Lord level 3. I think this is not necessarily the best item for us. So if possible, I would like to find something else. Oh, and these, so there's also these items, which we just got some right here. Which I will talk about in a second after I kill this guy, sorry! There's also a boss now that spawned. Those bosses are really the most dangerous part. So we should try and pay some attention to it. Oh, we got another one of the exact same set. Alright. Yeet ourselves out of there. Oh. Go. What's really nice about the bosses is you can see they have these big AoE circles indicating when something is killing. When they're using something and where it's gonna go. Which I think is very important, and they did a good job illustrating where these kind of attacks will be landing. Alright, so this is physical crit, this is life recovery, attack power. Yeah, we'll grab this. So these are items that, from what I understand, and I'm not 100% sure about this, so apologies if I get it wrong. But what they do is they scale with your hero. Alright, get another one of these. I'm still looking for a better item set. I just think our current item set, it's not terrible, but it's also not exactly right for our hero. And we got that from our F2, so we didn't have to spend 100k on it, so we'll happily take it. Oh, what are you doing here? I hope my team is doing alright. It seems that they are not doing so well. Okay. I hope they didn't summon anything super scary. I think they did. I think they summoned a tier 4 already. Alright, let me take this guy down. Symbol of Titan. Alright, we'll pick this up and let's have a look at this. Yeah, this is a tanking set. Which makes it not ideal for us either. Alright, I hope we're still alive. I'm fighting off a lot of enemies right now. Let me upgrade this again. And I mean, I think we're pretty powerful. We need to just like make sure we clear out these creeps. Yeah, okay. Whew. We get rid of these. There's 2 treasures. I guess let's get this and critical strike. Let's get this. Alright, that's just some healing and so on. This is another one of the scaling items. Again, I'm not confident that they really scale, but oh well. Now, when you're playing this game for the first time, you might be like, Baumi seems way stronger than me. Like, how was Baumi able to do that much damage so early on? That's because this has some permanent scaling stuff. So you can see here, right, I have some items that I can equip that I earned by playing some matches earlier, and they just give me permanent power. So yeah, you are just stronger if you've already played more of this mode. That's just how it is. Right, that's how this works. If that's something that bothers you, then I kind of understand, because I personally am not really a big fan of games that do that, but that's just how it's done here. Alright, this is nothing. We don't want that. We'll go ahead and yeet all of these. This is some skills. Now, we have our store here, which we haven't really used yet. You know, again, it just keeps going. So, we can use this to upgrade our skills. This uses up our enemy points, which is points we get for killing stuff. So if I click this, now I've upgraded all of my stuff. And we can buy treasures, which is probably a good idea, right? So we can buy some treasures, and now we get life regeneration and... Queen flogging. Flashing surrounding units every 3 seconds. Oh, okay, sure. We will be flashing the enemies then, I suppose. I'm not entirely sure how comfortable I am with that, but hey. I guess so be it. Oh, it's got a big whip animation. That's kind of fun. Alright then. No, I don't really want that. We'll continue using these fellas right here, which gives us some spawning stuff. Which these guys are not really anything at this point, but I might as well spawn it, right? So we have fully cleared out everything that's going on. I'm gonna summon a top lord level 3, okay? So be ready. Come here and let's fight this. Come bottom left, bottom left, bottom left. Is this guy disconnected? Oh, this guy left. Well, what a wiener. Alright, come down here. So this is the next level up. These guys are crazy strong, and it's usually best to kill them with a team. Alright, so you can see now we've dropped some gold items. These right here, what does this do? It's mostly crit strike, like critical strike, but honestly I think it's still better than what we currently have, because what we currently have is just not quite that useful. Yeah, we'll get this. Is this some attack power? No, I think I'll actually get this. Oh, this is a boss. So I'm pretty tanky. I can actually take some hits. We gotta take down this boss. This is the 3rd out of 4 bosses. As you see, there's quite a lot of time to take these down. You can also, by the way, play as a caster. Or a summoner. Those are definitely viable strats. And when I say viable strats, I don't mean it in the way that, oh, but you know, like right clicker is probably better. No, right clicker is, from what I can tell, the worst. I'm just playing a right clicker right now because I felt it would be a bit easier to understand what's going on. Because there's a lot going on. But right clickers are almost certainly worse from what I have seen. So yes. Alright, we have a bunch of money. Is someone gonna summon a level 3 again? Death Strangulation. No, it's inactive. Too many buttons. Can't handle it. Oh, there's a slog. Damn, you're going hard. Dark Enforcer. Oh, can I have that? Or are you right click too? Can I have the Dark Enforcer thing? I'll give you my magic book of eternal life. Alright, thank you. Alright. That item is way better for, or like that set is way better for us because it's a bunch of right click stuff. Hey, get fucked up, Ember Spirit. Damn, look at how strong we are. Yeah. That set was really good for us. Very good. So, we now have 400,000, which means we can summon this fella. Get ourselves the next upgrade here. So, we have this at level 8. Which feels pretty good. And, I mean, look at our sniper dude. Sniper buddy. Just kind of cleaning house. Yeah, we can summon these top lords. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know if it really matters that much at this point. Can do this Injustice. I'll probably just, like, upgrade this again. This upgrades all of our abilities some more. And we have some pretty cool abilities. Oh, I want to do this and spam this button. Agility, attack power. Oh, yes. That's actually nice. Area, friendly attack power, friendly armor, and friendly attack speed. Yes, thank you. Oh my god, look at this. We are like fully stacked out here. So we don't really need the potion anymore. Right, the potion is like definitely like the least important thing at this stage. Has everybody got the items they're happy with? Does anybody need anything anymore? Just making sure. Seems everybody's happy. Cool then. I don't quite have enough boss points for that. What is this? We'll give a random level mysterious treasure and a normal treasure book after use. Oh, this makes our monsters that we spawn more powerful though. This is something we actually really don't want to use. Fuse the artifact from the last slot in your inventory and get all the attributes of the artifact. Oh, fancy. I'm gonna go and buy one of these big scary things. So this is like a treasure. So did I get anything? Oh, I got some items it seems. So what is this? Full attributes, life recovery. Physical crit probability, magic crit probability. Oh, I'm gonna get this. Oh, damn. Alright, I'm getting some crazy stuff going on here. Alright, that was very expensive though. With these crystals, these are essentially chests. And when you open them, you have to both... Well, you have to pay to buy them and you have to pay to open them. Which is a little silly if you ask me. You know? Why do I have to pay both times? But it kind of makes sense because, like, you drop them from crepes and so on. Right? So, I assume they didn't want people to just, like get them and then open them for free. Oh, hello. So yeah, we can just farm these fellas now. Which are not particularly difficult at this stage. Damn, we're really strong though. That's actually like the most powerful I've ever felt in this mode. Which is kind of cool. Look at us go. Alright, you pick up everything up? No, it's not cool now. So we have some of these stones again. Or did we drop something? What's that? Attack power, and attack power. It's actually better than this, isn't it? What about this fella? Man, these are some crazy items. Alright, there's Timbersaw now. This is the final boss. Let's see if we can take this guy down. I mean, we're pretty strong, so I feel somewhat confident. Although keep in mind that this boss is actually quite scary. The bosses are super cool though. Except for that. I felt like I wasn't in that radius. But I really like the bosses because they have some really fun effects, and I think they are really nicely designed because it's all very clear how they work. Right? Just get out of the red zones. Now we need to... Oh no, I died. Monster count is pretty high right now. I'm gonna respawn, and we just need to target. Just kill the enemies. Don't kill the boss. Just go for the enemies. Go for the normal enemies. It's fine. We had a full second to spare. That's plenty. Right, but I think right now the biggest problem is that we might die to having the timer run over. Again, if you die, there's no downside. You can just come back. I guess you lose some time, which is the downside. Damn it. Ooh, kill the boss? Alright, nice. That was a good AoE. We got a minute left, minute and a half. I'm trying to get there. We got him. Nice! We did it! And that's it! That's pretty much it, I guess. Yeah, no, that's the game. I hope that made sense! So there's a lot happening. And, I think... Huh. Alright, that's a bit silly right now. I don't know why it's not finishing up the game. It usually does that pretty well. But yeah. So, we can now kind of like run around and everything. And you can see here that maybe we have gotten some new item drops. Doesn't seem quite yet. But yeah. Then in the bottom left, there's also like a store where you can buy stuff. So it's got microtransactions. Right? Like, just don't use them. That would be my recommendation, because it's very much the pay to win, right? Like it's very much pay to win. These games are always quite pay to win, but the way you deal with them is you just ignore it. But let's buy an advanced rune page. Okay. Okay. Where do I even... I don't even know where to equip this, if I'm completely honest. Maybe up here? Personal file, lens height. Alright, there's like a whole battle pass system and all of that stuff. Yeah, you know what? Look, you gotta make money. And this is the kind of stuff... Ah, okay. Okay, it seems like... In fact, by advanced rune intellectual training, do I have that too? Ah, yes, I have 20 movement speed now. Right, so I'm objectively stronger now than I was before. And if that's something that bothers you, I get it. Personally, so this may sound kind of strange, but personally I think this is not a big deal for us. Because when we're gonna play, and by we I mean you and me, people are watching this video. Generally speaking, we're gonna be playing with people that aren't from China. Not always, of course, but generally speaking. And these kind of stores are, generally speaking, set up for people from China. People outside of China don't really spend any money there. So I heard about this from Dark Lord. And basically in their store for Custom Hero Clash, like their earnings, 99% are Chinese. Outside of China, basically nobody spends any money. But in China, they are very happy to spend money. So that's just kind of like a thing there, right? Just for our purposes, I don't really personally think it matters, but if it bothers you, I kind of get it. Anyway, it doesn't seem like it's actually gonna finish the game properly. So yeah, I guess that about sums it up. I think this is a pretty fun game. It's very intense though. There's a lot happening and it doesn't give you any breaks. So I had to kind of like do the whole pausing at the beginning. On top of that, On top of that, the game doesn't explain itself that well, so I just kind of try to do it for you. I hope you guys didn't, you know, like maybe give it a shot. If I had to say one thing I really don't like about it, it's the fact that there's always music playing and you can't turn it off. You can hear it in the background, right? You can't turn it off. It's just always on. Yeah, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah, anyhow, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.